Hi, I'm here with Paul Millar. He's right here. And he and I are currently in a bit of a YouTube competition. He's going to be recording me as I record him to see who gets more hits on YouTube, who has the better video. So I think we're off to a good start already. Paul has been part of the Free Methodist Church in Canada for a good long time. Has been involved in a number of projects, but he's here actually at the new pastor's orientation. Not this is your first time as a senior pastor, right now.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what's been going on today, like the new pastor's orientation and that part. What parts are you really enjoying about that? And is it a good idea? Should we be continuing to do it, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's needed. The highlight for me today, I think, was
Other than my presentation.
you did one, didn't you? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think Kim shared a devotional about our responsibility to love people. And um, one thing that I think has been really clear in our Free Methodists in the last bunch of general conferences is that pastors need to be loved. And I think giving, especially people stepping in, a chance to be built into directly by the leadership team, I think is a good step in that direction for sure.
So the point of her devotion this morning was around. It came from an EFC study that said if pastoral job satisfaction is actually directly tied to whether or not you love the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what I'm finding now. I'm only 3.5 months into Westport,
Right.
but
Right.
um, yeah, I'm finding this is an exciting time.
So tell us a little bit about the journey toward Westport because you've only actually you don't even live in the town of Westport.
No, not
You
yet.
were in Ottawa for many years before it. So tell us a little bit about some of the projects you're involved with in Ottawa.
Yeah, I was youth pastor at Arlington Woods for a little over 9 years. Before that, actually, I was involved in the beginning, early stages of Ecclesiacs,
Mm-hmm.
and my passion has always been community
Mm-hmm.
and what does it look like for people to mash their lives all together.
Yep.
And so, those early stages of Ecclesiacs, anything about community was
Yep.
my fingerprints there, and so, um,
Yep.
and loved our outreach center, youth center. Doing that for 9 years was awesome.
Yeah.
And since Arlington Woods, September '09, I transitioned out and did solar energy projects,
Mm-hmm.
which the highlight for me was um, one, I could make money not doing the pastor thing,
Right.
which was encouraging
Yes.
because I thought I'm just stuck, which meant I didn't have to jump at the first church job, but
Okay.
it gave me freedom to wait for the right.
So that was really important to you
Yeah.
to learn to make money outside the pastor gig.
That, and I felt like I was back in the real world because you have people used to ask me to preach about, faith at work, and I said I'm kind of the least qualified person to talk about it. And I found when I'm working and somebody thinks I'm a jerk on Friday, I'm going back to them on Monday and they still think I'm a jerk. So I have I'm seeking something on Sunday. I need something because I'm forced into relationships.
Right.
All my non-Christian relationships before that, working full-time in the church, were at my leisure. I could call them or not call them. I wasn't forced into
Okay.
those relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now you're headed to a small town. Tell us a little bit about Westport and about the church there.
When they were in transition, I was asked to come and speak. I expected a lot of white hair, just a small little country church, and really immediately Kelly and I, we felt at home. It was
Mm-hmm.
very unexpected, very unexpected. It really kind of took us back, and they kind of asked to come back, and I could do month blocks and things like that. And Kelly and I both sensed God calling me there. I've always had. There's been something about rural church that's always tweaked in me. When I general conferences, I hear people talk about their rural situations and how they minister to people in rural situations. It always just, it excited me. More so than seeing a video of Willow Creek and 10,000 people in a building. It just,
Right.
there's something about it that always.
So what? What is it about that you care about?
I love seeing the reliance that rural people have on each other.
Okay.
And it really is interesting to me because we are more and more in a time where it's like that shifting. They don't need each other as much now as they did 100 years ago. That if that barn burns down, that family's probably not going to go completely without, and so you all have to come together. But there's still that sense of connectedness and interconnectedness, and you know, what is that? Can we maintain that, and does it have a place? And is there something, a story that can be told in that, in a wider context, that people in big churches can pull something out of? Yeah.
So this is brand new for you. You
Yeah.
haven't pastored a rural church before. What do you hope it's going to be like? What are some of your emerging hopes and dreams for Westport?
It's the same dreams that the church stated that they want.
Okay.
They stated that they want to be more outward focused than inward focused. They feel that they've been inward focused, which is my heart. But I warn them that that's very disturbing and messy.
Right.
And I found the second day I was there, a very difficult, messy situation presented itself.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you know, now we have a chance to respond to this. And is it okay in a small town church where lives are interconnected for those lives to be honest with each other and to be messy with each other? And is there freedom in that? And so far we found that there's really cool freedom in that.
Okay.
Yeah. Because everyone knows you're junk in small towns.
Right. Right. You can't hide that.
You can't hide that. And it's just neat to see when you actually start to create a safe place for that junk to come out. And it just, the sense of reputation is big in small towns. And so I think people are afraid to be labeled a certain way because you might be remembered for generations, but you know, maybe they can be remembered not for the junk they dished out, but what God did with it and this work. But only God can really do it when you start letting the light shine into it, you know. Yeah.
So let's discuss the terms of this YouTube competition that we're currently engaged in here.
Yeah.
What's this competition about? What are we doing here?
It's pride.
Okay. And so the basic idea is that we see how many views we get on your video, which is coming out of that camera.
Yeah, and the other one just
and
coming out
mine,
of that.
that one. That's right. So, and the basic rules are we can promote it in any way that we want.
Except for listserv, because that's...
No, I have to be able to put this on.
I have access.
Yes, you do, yeah.
So we could really turn the pastor's listserv into our own personal tool for building up our own...
Internet following, yeah.
Internet following, self-esteem, pride.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta go?
On health.
Gotta lock us up?
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to take...
Hello, YouTube.
I'm going to take Chad and Diane with me.
Okay.
So you guys can visit as long as you want.
All right. Well, we're basically finished up here. We're just discussing the terms of our YouTube competition here.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Thank you, Bishop
Thanks,
Keith.
Keith.
I can visit with those guys and then
All
see
right.
you tomorrow.
Okay. So I would say most viewers in the next 20 days. What do you say?
But I think in the midst, it's fair to mention, I think I got more eye contact from the bishop on my device.
Well,
I'm
okay.
just saying.
All right. So you may have won the moral victory here already.
It's true. I'm already feeling better than you.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, that's our conversation with Paul Millar, and we'll just see how things work out in Westport. And I hope he stays a pastor there for more than another few weeks. But once they get to know him, I'm not really sure that it will be possible. But Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
And that's the encouragement.